Boom! Alright, so you guys gotta let me know if you hear me again, just like we do for every one that we do. You gotta tell me no. You gotta tell me. Tell me. Can you hear me now? Testy. Oh wow, is this going to work? I have no idea if it's gonna work because, yeah, first you gotta let me know if you can hear me, because I could be talking to myself. Hopefully I hit the stream button. I could have hit something else. Okay, I am live, it says. Boom! Well, happy birthday there. Where'd it go? I just saw it. Super Brain. Happy birthday. Alright, so if I sit like right here, can you hear me? All sound is good? Hopefully all is well. Let me edit something real quick. Okay, I think I think I'm ready. Okay, alright, so what is up, everybody? I've been randomly texting in here from work from my phone. Alright, so can you guys read the text on the chat, the chat on the screen? Can you at least do that? If I need to magnify it one more, let me know. But I've been randomly popping in here and talking from work from my screen. Shh. But let me jump up here to the top and see who all we have in here. We have Midwest Powerwall and me, of course. Kobe, what is up? J-Rock and Littering and James Lane, what's up? And Woodrow, oh, almost lost it there. We got Philip, Adrian, DIY Tech and Repairs, and Boris Shoutin, the big man, Doug Morton. What is up, peoples? Alright, so I almost was gonna have to use my laptop tonight. And I almost thought about just not even doing it because earlier this week, oh my god, so my new to me water-cooled PC was having some issues. I mean, everything was kind of working fine. It would have like a random glitch here and there. And then all of a sudden, like, my mouse disappeared. I didn't have anything. I couldn't use my keyboard. I couldn't do anything. And it was just the computer was up and running. And it wasn't frozen per se, but I couldn't do anything. So of course you hit the power button, shut it off, and then turn it back on. And yeah, it like would not even barely go past like the first boot up screen. And it was an ordeal. So the last couple of days were kind of rocky. Uh-oh. We got Allie WSW. Boom! So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, chat is good. Alright, good. Thank you. So what's everybody up to today? It's kind of still, I'm usually up for another 3-4 hours, so I don't know. Some of you guys are up kind of late, I guess. So yeah, you want to see the repair I did on my computer? I just got to figure out how I can find the pictures real quick, and you may or may not even be able to tell. All right, so what I figured out. Shout out from Bob Finch. What is up, man? So Robert Finch, he is a company man. He used to work with me, and he's a pretty cool dude. He lives over in Iowa, and he likes to go fishing. So what is up there, Bob? We call him Big Brain. Uh-oh. Nestor. Oh, I'm gonna murder your name. All right, ready? Here we go. Where'd it go? Dima Tulak. How was that? How was that pronunciation? Just finished installing my 48-volt Tesla batteries. Nice! Oh yeah, it would be nice to get some of those. Really nice. Or just any of the vehicle batteries would be awesome. J-Rock's just chilling before bed. Got a DJ a birthday party tomorrow evening. Hanging with the kids. Hey, you gotta, sometimes you gotta do that. I, however, do not have to do that. The only thing I have to do is hang out with the wife and my cats. Oh, breakfast over there. We're at Daniel's house. Sorry about start Saturday work including editing and filming. Next YouTube video. Yeah, I am so behind on YouTube videos. Boris, it is just 8 a.m. in the morning. Thank you. Okay, so where are you at? Did you already say where you're at? I don't think you did. I'm not sure why that message was retracted, but it was. I just posted on Discord what I did today. If you could link it. Currently, I am trying to find 1K surface mount resistor. I do have, I think I have the Discord thing opened up here. Is it on the is it on the 18650 one? And I probably have to search through all of these chats, don't I? Or can I click on your name? Can I do that? Will it show me? Right click for more options. Okay, well, can you, I'm not sure how I can find it yet. I'm looking for your name on there. I pronounced a couple of names right here. Working today, nice. Hello from Indonesia, Joe Jokern. And we have Wim. What is up? Oh, Boris is in the Netherlands. Nice. Oh, in the general chat. Okay, let me check the general chat. Oh, here it is. Okay. Copy. Where's copy link address? Alright, I'm going to try to paste it in here. Whether this goes or not, I don't know. But we'll give it a try. If that doesn't work, let me know. 10 a.m. in Saudi Arabia. Nice. It is 1:10 a.m. here. Oh, we have Willem in here. What is up? Okay, I gotta make sure I'm still on the right screen here. Okay, I am. Alright, so Super Brain AK, he is looking for a 1K surface mount resistor. Are you looking like for all of your on all of your, trying to look at your picture here. Oh damn. Huh. Well, is that even the right picture? Yeah. Joe, share this on the live stream. This is what I had fun doing today. Aren't they pretty? They are pretty. And what is all those square boxes? I'm not even sure what those are. But what did you do? Did you get all those running? What are you doing with those? Uh-oh, how do I get out of there? What are you doing with all that? Are you mining with that? What are you doing? I guess if I read the chat, probably, maybe. Nope, I don't see anything in there quite yet. Alright, okay, I'm probably behind on the chat already, huh? Let's see, Super Brain 1K, excuse me, 1K SMT resistors, DigiKey or Mauser, pricey, but never an issue finding such parts. Just ordered one of these for my UPS, ends up pulling the volts below 21. Undervolt control module, discharge protection module for 12 volt and 6 volt or 60 volt battery. Was that on like eBay or Amazon? Oh, J-Rock didn't work. Alright, I wonder if they have to be... Well, I could show a picture. How about I do that? Maybe I could just show the picture. Of course, I don't have my frickin' keys working quite yet. I'm gonna drag this over here. Sorry if it's covering everything, but that's just what's gonna happen this time. Alright, so that is the picture that I was trying to send you guys a link to. It looks like a whole bunch of those Dell laptops and some Dells back here. I'm not quite sure what these are though. Have no clue, but it looks like some USB, maybe some power and like headphone and microphone, but I'm not sure what those are. But that is the link that I was trying to post on there. Oh, of course I just closed that. I didn't really want to do that. Ha! I'll just open it back up. Alright. I got too many things open already. What's the max volt you charge your 48 pack volt to? I will go up to occasionally I'll actually do it full, like 4.2 volts per pack, but I won't do that all the time. Usually it's about 4.1 to 4.15, which is like that's math. Let me see if I can bring up the calculator here. 4. We'll say 15 times 14. 58.1 is fairly normal, but I usually end up using it before it goes up that high, or I would be using it already, so it doesn't always get up that high. I've only got technically it's like 1400 watts of solar on the roof, but I only see a little over 1,000 at least right now. And I usually have my refrigerator plugged into it, but I did just unhook the refrigerator, and I have 7 battery chargers hooked up to it right now. But I don't think any of them are charging. I think it's all done. Yeah, it's all done doing their discharge thing. But I will go up to, for voltage, is 4.2 times 14. I will go up to 58.8 occasionally, and I just had a little subscriber there. Yeah, but mostly it's a little bit lower, like right around 58 volts. Morning. Oh, the big man. Morning from a snowed in Scotland. You know, I think we're supposed to get snow on Monday, and I hope we get a lot, because I can usually get a day off from that, which is awesome. The beast from the east. Alright, let's see. More like finding in the pile of resistors I've desoldered already. Yeah. Oh, we got HS Ware. What is up, man? Scott Hammock. Bada boom! eBay. Alright, cool. There you go. Oh, those are 22 Lenovo Tiny desktops. I don't think I've ever seen those. And 27 Dell E7490 laptops. Nice. Now, are those all of yours that you get to keep, or were you just kind of working on them? I have 1865 100 picks. Want DMS used. Or did you mean BMS? You might have already said this already. I'm kind of slow on the chat. Or am I at the bottom? I use the Batrium BMS if you were trying to say BMS. I can get you the Discord channel, I believe. Give me 1 second here, because I don't know if I give you my link if it will try to I'm not sure what it would do. Probably wouldn't do anything, but let me get you the actual link here. And I'm just gonna go to one of Physics' videos. Hopefully it doesn't start playing, and hopefully he doesn't mind me sending this link. Copy and paste. Alright, Physics, I just shared your Discord channel, by the way. Hope you don't mind. Oh, we got Tiny Solar Shack. Hello from Southwest Michigan. What is up? How is your weather up there? Is it cold? Are you having an Arctic blast or anything like that? Or are you getting snow in the next couple of days? Because we're supposed to. The Beast from the East. That's my ex-wife. Nice. Oh, Cheap Vlog. What is up? Small desktops. Alright, so, what do I got going on here? Alright, so I was telling you guys about my ridiculousness with the computer, and if you would like to see my repair, I did record this, by the way, but of course I recorded it last night, so it's not edited or anything like that. Did you find or make a forge for your bargain deal? I have most of the parts to make the forge. I'm gonna make it with the kale wool, and I have a bunch of it over here. And actually, I can show you the crucible I got if you want to see the crucible. They are the quarterly order for my work, so just working on them. We are switching to Windows 10 next week, so that's fun. Oh, jeez, you have to put Windows 10 on all of those. Damn. Green grass till Monday. Nice. All right, let me grab the crucible real quick. I guess I got other parts here too, but I wonder if I can switch cameras here. Yeah, I can. Okay. Not this one. This one. Alright, so in this one, it's actually a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be. But there's the crucible for it. It's actually pretty big. I didn't think it was going to be this big, because the picture showed like a can next to it, and the can looked really big compared to this. So I was like, alright, well that'll be perfect. So since this is bigger, I have to make the can basically bigger. So I had to order more of the kale wool. Oh, and it came with a razor blade. Cool. And some gloves. So I have some kale wool here, and then I have some more kale wool in this box as well. I haven't opened it up yet. This one just came in yesterday. So if I can, I'm gonna throw that together this weekend. I do still have to make a torch for it, which I'll probably go to Harbor Freight and get their torch that's pretty big and possibly use that. I'm not sure yet. Or I might end up just making a torch from something. But we'll see about that. What happened to the UPS you were trying to make? Oh, the 220 volt one. I just haven't done it yet, pretty much. I did have those two smaller 24 volt UPSs that I was going to do. I just never did it, and I think I'm going to try it to the other bigger UPSs. I think they're 2700 watts also, because they have the exact same chip as what's his name that already did it. So as soon as I get time, that's pretty much it. It's just time. Yeah, but I do still plan on doing it, and I still plan on plugging in the little grid tie inverter that I have to the UPS to see if I can do that, and it might blow up when I do that. I'm not sure. Oh. How long would you say your lifespan will be when you have your charge controller on max 70% discharge? When you have your charge controller on max 70% discharge, you know what? It's really hard to say how long everything will last, because I mean, some laptop batteries, you know, I mean, they've been around forever and they're just still holding up, and they go through hell. Not saying that they're all like that, but I've seen some videos where batteries, the 18650s have just been through hell and they just last forever. And I think Peter did that test with those I think he called them the Chinese batteries or fake batteries or something like that, and I think he did like over 100 tests, and you know, in the charger, so 4.2 down to what, 2.7-ish volts, and I don't think it lost very much percentage in the milliamps. So I don't know, I really have no clue. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. No clue. Good size. I'm guessing that was for the Crucible. Wow, they could have packed that better. I know, right? I agree. Because, I mean, they just threw in some just regular, like, those bubble things, and that was it. That was from Amazon. Crazy. You should be able to doable the life of your batteries. The Crucible, that is, I guess it is really sturdy, but still, yeah, I don't know, I've never had a Crucible or, you know, touched one or anything like that, but it seems pretty solid, and I don't think there's anything underneath it. No, there's nothing underneath it. There's no, like, the little bubble wraps or anything like that, so it's, I don't know, it's crazy. Where am I? Well, I'm right here. Oh, here's another one. Okay, I'm gonna murder your name. You ready? And that's what I put down in the description. I'm here to murder names. I didn't put murder names, but I said watch me pronounce names. Okay, ready? Narutolex 3. What is up? How many years? Well, I guess that also depends. If you do a complete cycle in one day, I guess maybe technically they wouldn't last, I don't know, maybe 3, 6, 9, maybe 3 years. If you cycle them completely, I would imagine maybe you would get 3 years out of them. So I don't know. I mean, people say if you go from full voltage down to, well, let's say 3, you don't get very many life cycles, but I don't know. I kind of think you will get more than that, but you know, we'll see, because we're only using, you know, just a tiny amount of amps from the batteries. So I don't know. I hope they last forever. J-Man, what is up, man? Christoph 48. Good morning from France. What is your temperature, weather conditions over there in France? Really depending on how old the batteries are, etc. Hard to say. Yep, hard to say. Awesome. Check out the Alex Steely channel. He makes a foundry and a crucible. Oh, and crucible grabbers. He sells the burners as well. Alright, I'm going to write it down here. I brought my piece of paper and pencil, because I do want to look up some burner type stuff to see if I can just make something myself or if I have to go out and buy one. Willem, I don't want to melt anything in it. It's going to be for my recycler that I get all of my hoard pile stuff from, and really everything I get from them. No induction heating for the Crucible. This one will not be Crucible. I mean, induction heating. This one will be like a gas forge, if you will. He wants to try to melt down like processors, whatever he can find that has gold in it, or maybe silver, possibly copper. I'm not sure. But his main objective would be gold. I don't know. He just asked me to build it in trading for parts, and I'm glad to do that, because I mean, shit, you guys see all the crap that he's giving me. I'm more than happy to do that. Uh-oh, it's a little loose. Oh, I was gonna write down that name. I already lost it. Okay, Alex Steely. For the forge. Okay, I have that one written down. What metal are the 18650 cases made out of? I think they're stainless, aren't they? I would imagine they'd be stainless. What is happening with the hydrogen generator? Trey M, what is up, man? The the hydrogen generator had another leak in it. I think my walls, the walls on it, they're only a ½ inch thick. So whenever you are using it for, we'll say, an hour, you know, just burning random crap, it does get pretty warm. So I think the glue, or the whatever I use to glue it together, everything kind of swells up a little bit, and then I think it breaks the seam and it starts to kind of barely drip out. So my plan is to possibly get 3/4 or 1-inch plexiglass and build it out of that, because that's what Bob Boyce actually did, because that's what mine is made from, is Bob Boyce, his design, and he made his out of 1-inch plexiglass, and apparently it's rock solid that way. And he probably used the correct glue. I just made it out of random crap that I had, besides the stainless steel plates. I had that donated to me many years ago for that project, and then it just took me a little while to build it. So everything was kind of made from scrap that I had, except for the stainless steel. But I do plan on redoing it just whenever I get time. I kind of want to build my little mini CNC, so I can cut all the grooves for the stainless steel kind of perfectly, because I did it on my, I don't know if you'll be able to see that over there or not. Okay, well, you can't really see it, but over there on the right hand side of the screen, my drill press right over there, I did all of those slots in the hydrogen generator with that drill press, and it took a lot of time. And I used a broken 1/8 inch drill bit, because it had a sharp edge on it. That's how I made all my cuts in that. So I want to make an actual mini CNC so I can cut everything perfect, and then in the plexiglass, so then I can make it a little bit better and stronger, and then hopefully I can run it longer. But I usually try to run it kind of hard lately too. Well, the last time I used it, I should say, and it's been a while. It's been like a year. Let's see. Joe is talking all of the boards from the battery packs to keep the gold. No. Well, I mean, he might. I do keep all of the BMS boards. I usually give those back to him. I have a box of those right now. Melt some 18650s. Mmm. Let's see. Oh, we got a Crash KSA. Any plans for a 12-volt bank? No, I do not have. Okay, so the original plan, whenever I started doing the 18650s, was a 12-volt bank, and the only reason I was going to do that is because I already had a 12-volt inverter, which I still have one of them sitting over there. It's a 2500 watt inverter that I'm no longer using. Since I already had a 12-volt lead acid system, that the batteries were about, I just got rid of them last year, and I bought them in 2008ish and 9 maybe. So they lasted for about nine years or so. So my plan was to basically replace the lead acid batteries with all the 18650s, and it was going to be a 12-volt system. Now, of course, in the beginning, you don't know a lot about, well, I didn't know a lot about the 18650, or not, sorry, the lithium ion, like, charging, the way it charges, which I'm actually thinking I probably could have stayed with the charge controller I have. But anyway, at the beginning, my plan was 12-volt system because I already had 12-volt stuff, and then I found out that the charging curve for the lithium ion, you know, it's kind of similar to lead acid batteries, but once it gets to its peak voltage, it stops. And the Xantrex charge controller that I was using would still put, you know, like your float and bulk charge. So I was kind of thinking that I could use that in the beginning, but I found out I couldn't. So then I didn't really have a plan. I was just collecting batteries and just collecting batteries. And then one day down at my recyclers, I ran into the UPS, the 48-volt UPS. Huh? There's some beeping. And then I decided, hey, I'm just going to do 48 volts from now on. So that's what I decided to do. But now thinking about it, since I'm using the PCM60X charge controller, technically it's not used, or not supposed to be used for the lithium ion batteries. I probably could have gotten away with using the Xantrex charge controller, but that one was like a manual dial setting that I had. It was an older one. This one, you can log into it and manually change all the settings how you want it, so it's kind of more compatible with the lithium ion batteries. But yeah, so I went 48 volts. That was pretty much it. I didn't have a plan in the beginning. I just collected batteries. I usually don't ever have a plan. I kind of make it up as I go. I still do. Most of my videos are like that as well. I don't plan out a video, except for, no, there's not really much planning. I just start videoing, and that's usually how my projects go. I just start projecting, if you will. Let's see. Oh, Trace from New Zealand. Nice. I'm probably way behind on the chat. Way behind. TC Dixon, what model solar controller do you use to charge your Powerwall? Hopefully I just answered that just a second ago. I've seen data on good quality lithium batteries can cycle 10,000 times with no degradation. That would be awesome. Now that they have not been around too long, hard to say. Right. Finally worked out what was wrong with my UPS, and it's annoying thing to fix, Pufferfish. What was it? Sorry, have to go see... Oh, go see Feed the Kids, Boris. Alright, man. You go do that, because you gotta take care of the kids, right? Do you ever do an Arduino project? If true, what is it? What else do you plan to? Okay, so... I do have, actually, I think there's 3 now. 3 Arduino projects. Arduino? The one is that mini CNC. I bought the little Arduino CNC controller kit, or whatever it's called. 2 is the spot welder, which I really need to do probably really soon. And then 3 is all these discharger boards. I think, yeah, 3 would be all the discharging boards and stuff, which I kind of want to do this. I want to do everything like right now, but I just can't. I can't do it all with working in wintertime. It kills my body to do a lot of stuff, and that's why I'm so behind on videos right now too. But I do have a couple of videos like I've been working on, and that's what I kind of do at night when I get home. If I cannot come down here to do anything, I'll work on editing a video. And my videos, if you've seen the end screens, I mean, you know there's a lot of editing in there, right? Lithium ion does not work with 12-volt systems. You get 50% usable capacity. With 24-volt, you get 90 usable. At the beginning, I had no clue what any of that would have meant, but I get it now, and it is true. With regular 18650s, you only get a portion of the voltage because usually the inverters can't handle 4S, and the low end for 3S is like what, 9 volts at the very bottom end, and inverters shut off probably, I guess they kind of vary, but yeah, if you use 3S, your max voltage is 12.6. You cannot go over that, otherwise you start, well, you could probably barely go over it, but yeah, 12 volt isn't as compatible unless maybe you go with the LiFePO cells. Those ones are a little bit more compatible with 12 volt systems, but yeah. Oh, look, there you go. See, look, J-Rock is on top of it. He's already answering all of the texting or the chat questions before I even get there, because I'm super slow when I start talking about random stuff. Just sent you an email with link of the Alex Steel Foundry build. He's entertaining to watch as well. Awesome, and thank you very much. And Super Brain, congratulations for finding your 1K resistor. And no, whoever wants to answer any of these questions in here is fine with me, completely fine with me. Did I show you? Freebie Fridays, yep. So, you know, a couple weeks ago, my TV I had upstairs in the living room. See, look, I'm all over the place. I just talk about random stuff. My TV in my living room wall, I fixed it like, actually when I first started this channel, it is like one of my highest watched videos, and I did a ridiculous repair in the video. I mean, I didn't do much. It's my most viewed video, which is hilarious to me now, but anyway, my TV, the screen went blank because a couple of the LEDs went out, so I've kind of jerry-rigged the TV back together by removing the bad LEDs and just soldering the positive, and you can't even see my hand over here. I should use my left hand. I soldered the positive and negative connections together, and the lights started working again. So I pretty much just soldered all the ones that I removed. I soldered all the positive and negative connections together to complete the circuit, because all the LEDs were in a series. Yeah, it's not the best fix because more voltage ends up going through it, but a kind of way to get around that is to lower the backlight settings. Anyway, like 2 weeks ago or so, my TV went out again. Another LED went out. Not any of the ones that I repaired. So I took it down, actually removed the bad LEDs and replaced them all, even the ones that I didn't fix. I unsoldered my connection, and I had another random TV that was broken, so I took that one apart and I took those little LEDs off of this board, and I took the bad LEDs off of my TV, threw these ones on there. They're not even the same LEDs, but I threw them on there anyway, and it worked just fine. Everything was working great. I was putting the TV back together, and I was trying to barely nudge the screen inside the TV frame with my thumbnail, and I cracked like just a little tiny piece off of the bottom corner that's near the frame, and there was probably like 10 little microscopic wires that ran through there, so now there's like a big ass streak through that side of the screen. So yeah, that sucked. So anyway, I took the TV I had from this wall, put it upstairs for the meantime, and then last weekend I got 2 more TVs from my recycler. The one that I just fixed like 3 days ago, I did the same thing. It had a bad LED. I took it all apart and took one of these LEDs off of that little board and soldered it on, and the TV works great. So I swapped TVs again. Yeah, I'm a TV swapperoonie and cheese piece. So I used to do Freebie Friday videos, and some of those TV fixes were in there as well. Oh, I get way off subject. The mains drop-down transformer that it uses for measuring the mains input had burnt out. Oh, there you go. And it's a strange voltage, so I have to wind my own. Right now I am removing windings to get it to the right output. Yeah, that's a fun task, adding a winding or removing a winding to get the right voltage. Oh, okay, yeah, so the J-Rock's talking about, I don't know how many videos of mine you guys have seen, or if you only watch specific videos, I don't know, but there's a couple TVs that I have gotten from my recycler in the past, and they're pretty nice TVs, and you know, the person drops them off, and then the recycler, he just gives them to me, because it kind of cost him more to recycle them. So he just gives them to me. So a couple of them I have fixed where I just take the back panel off, and some of the screws that hold on some of the boards, like the power board, or the T-Con board, or the motherboard, basically, I forget what it's called right now, but the screws that hold the board down to the back of the TV were just loose, and those are like ground connections. Not all of them, but some of them are ground connections. So all I did was tighten them, and the TV worked. A couple of TVs have worked like that. Or you just pull off the ribbon cables of any ribbon cables you see, and you reseat them. Like if you got a bunch of lines and stuff that are randomly showing up on your screen, you can just undo the ribbon cables and reseat them, and that usually will take care of a lot of the lines. Not all of them, but it does. It's crazy. And people throw this stuff away. Like some of them are like $2,000 TVs. I don't know. Have you guys, I don't know how many of you guys were here last time, but you might be able to see some of those TVs. Let me move my camera real quick. See, I'm already off subject. I never even showed you what I fixed my PC on. Alright, let me change the camera here. And you might be able to see some of my hoard pile. Oh, let me adjust it up a little bit. Kinda. Alright, so you can see how many TVs I have over there. There is probably at least 3 that are like 60 or 65 inch. I haven't had time to take those apart. Then of course you see a couple of lasers, my hoard pile, and a couple TVs leaning up against the wall. So yeah, I try to fix all those if I can, and I'll sell them on Craigslist if I can. And yeah, that's how I kind of help fund my projects, is I'll fix stuff and then sell it if I can. So yeah. Okay, oh no, I'm not too far behind on the chat. That's good, because you guys, I'm just talking about random crap, right? I'm high, and that story was ridiculous funny. That is awesome. Did you tell me where you were at? You don't have to tell me where you're at. Where am I at? Just finished my 48 volt mini pack for my inverter. Now, how many parallel do you have in that pack? Okay, the PC story now. Sorry for the off subjects. No, it's fine, because it gives me something to talk about. Oh, and we have Rowan in the house. What is up, man? Okay, so I of course did this last night. I didn't go to bed until about 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, or yesterday. I'm going to switch screens here in just a second. Alright, so I'm going to edit this a little bit. Hopefully this is showing up on my screen correctly, but Nope, wrong button, wrong button. Wrong button. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. Let me do that again. I wanted to... Where's the edit button at? Draw. Alright, so I'm going to draw on this picture to show you. I'm just going to try to circle it here. And I'll zoom in if I can as well, if it'll let me. Hopefully this doesn't look like some weird ass picture, but I don't know if you guys can see this very well on my screen. I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in. Save a copy. Sure. Letting my ink dry. Alright, I'm going to see if I can zoom in on that. Okay. Alright, so right here you can see that there's something a little bit different right here. So one of these little prongs, I know it's not the clearest picture in the world, but this is the processor socket. And one of the pins right here was kind of bent down over this way. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, but it was facing the opposite way, and I don't know how long it has been like that. So yeah, so I did some minor surgery with some tweezers, and I was able to bend it back, if you could believe it. Here's another angle, but I don't think it's, I think the angle is kind of even worse. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, okay, it's right here in the center of the screen, right through here. So the pin that's right here was bent back this way. Ridiculous. So I'm wondering if that pin has always been bent. It could have been bent from the start, and let me close that. It could have been bent from, you know, the previous owner, and maybe that's why he gave it to the recycler, because it didn't work very well, because it did have some, this computer did have a little bit of glitchiness, but I kind of just wrote it off as, you know, it's a used, everything's used that I get, and I just kind of wrote it off as, you know, it's used. You know, there's probably going to have an issue with it. And then, of course, everything just locked up. It would not do anything, and I was in here pulling out memory, you know, one memory stick at a time, and I tried other known working good memory in here, and everything was the same. And of course, how's the mining going? I can show you the mining here in in just a second. Yeah, so whenever I first got this computer, I was trying to install Windows, and it would get to like 20%. What is up there, Deepak? It would get up to like 20%, and then it would just freeze, so it would restart and then start over again. And what was happening is the processor was getting really hot and then just freezing and shutting off. And the little screws that hold down the water block, since it's all a water-cooled computer, weren't very tight. So once I tightened those down, it worked fairly good. So I don't know. I bent it back and I put it back together, because what I thought happened is I thought I burnt out the processor somehow. So I also, of course, when I was down there, I got a few more of these processors, just in case I did end up blowing one up from trying to install Windows with the water block. The one that's in here, it's called an i7-975 Extreme Edition. I'm not sure what Extreme Edition actually means, but this board also takes some Xeon processors from servers. So I got one of those. I was hoping it was going to be a 6-core, but it wasn't. So I got a couple of processors just in case I accidentally burned it up, but I threw the old one back in just to see if it would work, and we're still working right now. So yeah, but I do have a video that I'll have coming out for that. So yeah, that's that. Oh, and Kobe's got 3 cells per 14 groups. Okay, now what are you gonna run on that 3P, 14S3P? When would you go 48 volt system when pulling more than 2,000 watts? For sure. I mean 2,000 watts. You could do it on a 24 volt system, but you would need a lot. You would want a lot in parallel, so you're not pulling very many amps from the batteries. There is a project, 180 PV and 280. Where am I at? There's a project, 180 PV, a 280 WP with 12. Oh, okay, with 12 apartments. Would you make one big one or 12 individual packs? Okay, personally, I would do the individual packs because if you do one big ass pack, actually, hold that thought for 1 second. I could probably just switch cameras and walk around, huh? If I can get to it. You probably can't see me over here either. Oh, maybe you can. I'll turn the camera over here for a second. You might not be able to see it. I've got a 24 volt pack that I could do an example of. I just have to move some stuff around here. And I'm going to bring the other camera down here. Hopefully it'll work. Maybe. Alright, I just got to pull off some of this stuff real quick. And maybe I can show you the example. This is the 24 volt battery that I made for that UPS. For that little test and all that kind of stuff. This was just thrown together with random cells. Not very good either, I don't think. I do plan on redoing this sometime with all the exact same cells if I can. I've got it hot glued together too. Damn. See, that's what you do when you rig it all together. You hot glue it and you tape it. Uno momento, por favor. Ooh, I just spoke in a different language. I think. I probably said it wrong too. Ah, too much tape. I don't even know if I can get this off. Oh wait. Alright. I just got to figure out where the center of the screen is by moving this around. Okay, so if you make one big ass pack like this with your P right here, and then you have your series connection going over. If you make a big ass pack like this, if you do have a problem, you have to take the entire, there's a lot you have to take apart and repair. I would personally not make a big ass pack like this, you know, especially for how many you are talking about. I would do all individual packs because, well, for one, if you do a big ass pack like this, you know, and the one that you want to do, the pack is huge, it's going to weigh kind of a lot, it's going to be awkward to carry. So if you make a bunch of smaller parallel packs, it's easier to manage and it's easier for maintenance, pretty much. Kind of like that, I guess. That's my personal opinion, because I don't know, you can kind of, I don't know, I mean, it's really up to you, but where'd my chat go? Am I still online? Where'd my chat go? I don't know where my chat is. Okay, I might have to get another chat window here. Hold, please. I don't know how long that's been gone. Let me get it up here again. That's weird. I don't know what would cause it to do that. Does that still look okay? Live chat. Alright, so a big ass pack is just harder to manage, and if you have to do any sort of maintenance, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I personally would make like all individual packs, which, well, let me grab one. I think, if I still got it. No, I can't. Well, no, okay. Alright, so this was supposed to be for a video, a future video that I had planned, but I'm just gonna show it now. And it's still gonna be, but I don't know when this video will come out. It might be, I don't even know. I have to wait for something to show up here before I do it, but I made a this is for a joke video, so I made a Cell 5 just for a joke video. I'm not going to keep it or anything like that. It's just for a video. But I would do individual packs like this if you're going to do packs. That's what I would do. I would not do that in a big ass pack. See? My chat disappears when I do that. Why does it do that? It wasn't doing that earlier, was it? Uh-oh. Why is it doing that? Okay, so if I switch screens, my chat goes away. That is weird. Not sure why it does that. Probably something I have open or something like that. So, yeah. Oh, I'm still doing the video. I just have to wait for something. Peter, you know what I'm waiting on. T-shirt war. I don't know how many people actually really rewatch live streams. I do. I know I say that all the time. I usually don't watch it like not all of them, but if I'm doing something over here on the side, I will definitely listen to a live stream. A live stream or a replay, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I'm probably way behind on the chat because I keep walking around and stuff. And you're gonna do 12 individual packs. Okay, so what are you using for an inverter? Does the 12S fit the inverter better, basically? Happy Holly Joe from Deepak, what's up? Yeah, see, I'm way behind on the chat. Nestor, what BMS do I need to be able to use lithium-ion batteries for 100 pieces? I made it 12 volts. Well, I don't have really much experience on really any BMS except for the Batrium system, which I'm sure you've probably seen the Batrium. Let me see if my remote stuff is working. I'm using this Google Chrome remote system here, so give me 1 second to make sure it's working. And it might look a little funny on the screen too. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Okay, so there's the Batrium. Those are all of my 14 packs right there. This BMS system is the best BMS system that money can buy. A lot of people say it's expensive, but it's really not if you think about all of basically everything that it can do. I don't even know everything that it can do. I'm still like learning how to use this, and the only thing I've done is just changed a couple of the settings for each pack because I want them to be kind of closer, but it'll automatically do that anyway if you want it to. Up here, it'll tell you your state of charge. I mean, there's just so much that it will do. You can, whenever you first set it up, you can enter in your battery capacity right here. So it'll tell you how much capacity is left in the amp hours. Of course, your state of charge. It'll tell you how many watts you're pulling from it if you have the shunt. And right now, I have 7 chargers plugged in. And yeah, so it's randomly pulling around 130 or so watts with 7 chargers. Now, not all of the chargers are charging. Some of them are not charging, and a couple of them are charging. So not a whole lot is coming out of the batteries right now. But this system is, I don't know, there's so much that you can do with it. And another thing that is just awesome with this is they're kind of, Jaren is kind of like keeping an eye on chats and, you know, forum posts to see what people are basically asking for. And if it's kind of like a community, I don't know what you want to call it, but if it's kind of a wanted feature by a lot of people, he kind of updates that and adds it into the system. And I think the watt hours, the shunt watts was part of that. This used to not be in there, by the way. There's probably many other in here that I don't know about, but a lot of this stuff comes from the community, what they're looking for or asking for, and he's on top of it. He's been doing a lot of stuff with that, and since I blew up my Watchman, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's fully from me, but since I blew up my Watchman because I'm an idiot, I reversed some wires because I thought I could trick the system, and you can't. I blew mine up, and he is putting in, I believe, some protection against that, so it doesn't happen again. So you don't get more idiots like me hooking up a really nice BMS. This is your battery babysitter right here, forever pretty much, and they keep updating it all the time. So I mean, I would gladly pay this many times over to, basically, I don't have to worry about the batteries anymore. And I wanted this because I'm not always down here, because mine's in my house. It's right over there in the basement. I don't know if you can see that from here. I could maybe show you. It's over my hoard pile. You might be able to see it if you just look straight over. But I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Let's see here. I just had to move the camera again. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it over there. You can see the computer screen. There's a laptop over there right now. But that's where my Powerwall is, and I don't want to have any problems with it because it is in my house. It's probably not a good idea to be in my house, but it is. So I wanted the best babysitter I could find because I'm not here all the time, and that'll take care of it right there. That's my thing for BMSs. I don't have any other experience except for the Batrium, so I really don't have any good recommendations. I know Daniel on DIY Tech and Repairs, he may or may not still be in here, but he has messed with a couple of other cheaper BMSs. You could definitely check out his channel. I know he's got links in the videos of some of the stuff that he has tried and played with. So you might, if you're not looking for the Batrium, then you could definitely check out his channel and see what he's got to offer. I don't have much for BMS except for the Batrium. Oh my god, I'm probably way behind again. Oh, okay, so we got a couple people that want to know about my mining stuff. Alright, so let me log out of the Batrium. I can actually show you on screen. I've got the mining rig. I can log into that too with this Google remote thingy here. So let me get in there. and then I can show you that if you guys want to see it. I'm actually mining. I'm still mining Ethereum, and I'm also mining the Raven coin with the CPU, and it's super slow, but I'm hoping that Raven coin one day will go up, because a lot of people have a lot of good stuff to say about it, and the potential is there. So right here is my little mining rig. Let me move this guy out of the way a little bit. Not like that really matters. But at this current moment, it's randomly, it's usually kind of hovers around 56 megahash, and this is with four RX 560s. At the beginning, I was only able to get the gigabyte card. I could barely get it up to 13 megahash, but I was able to tweak it to get it up to 14.6 megahash most of the time for these two right here. This card right here is the Asus card, and it likes to stay around usually 12.5 or low 13s. And this card, which is it's the one that's connected to the TV right now. I can't get as high with this one without getting errors down here, which I'm still getting the errors. You can see it right there. It says I've got a total of 284 right now. But I mean, sometimes I guess people say that you want to get that down to 0 or very few, but everything that I've read says you can get like 2 or 3 errors a second and it's fine. So I definitely do not have 2 to 3 errors a second. It's more like maybe 1 every 30 seconds or maybe even a minute. I'm not sure. And I don't have any rejected. I actually have never had anything rejected with errors, with any sort of errors down here. So yeah, it seems to be going great. And over here, I'm mining with this computer. I think it's just a dual core. Yeah, CPU 0 and CPU 1. This is super slow, but I mean, hey, it's a Raven coin, and I think I've got like about 50 Raven coins so far just by mining with this. Yeah. Let's see, there's another, I do have another computer with another card in it because I don't have room on the motherboard that I'm using right now. And that is another gigabyte RX 560. And this one I've gotten up to 15 megahash, and this one has 0 errors for the entire time. And this one's been running for like, oh, I don't know, at least a week. So this card is doing good, and this RX 560 does have the external plug on it, so that could be why I can get it up a little bit higher. And I'm also doing the Raven coin on this computer as well, and this is a quad core. They're both AMD. I think they're both AMD. Nope, wait. The 4 mining rig is a dual core, and this computer is one of my old AMD video card or motherboards, so it's slow too. Raven coin, you can mine with that with your CPU or NVIDIA cards only, and I just hope it goes up one day, and then I'll have lots of monies, and then I can quit my job and do all kinds of YouTube videos. Oh my god, I'm probably super behind now. Is there a way to access or connect to the Tesla BMS that comes with the Tesla battery packs for cars? Adrian, if there is that shop that Jehu goes to. I think they get batteries all the time. I don't know if they have accessed it or not, but I think they were doing like a community, I think they were doing some sort of community type thing to maybe get all that working. I don't know if they have yet, but I think they are working on it. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Oh, Fernando, good morning. Oh, it's night. It's night here. Yes, it is night here. It's 2:11 a.m. good YouTube channel to check out for old CPU is Tech Yes City. There you go. Extreme Edition, overclockable. Oh, okay, there you go. No idea. What should I run on that APC 3000 VA? Well, I think you need a couple more batteries there, don't you, Kobe? I think you were thinking about doing like a 12S, or 12 or 13S. I think you could do 13S and be okay. The higher the voltage, the better it is. And I forget how many P do you have in there? 12P? 12P? I think you want to run a bunch of your stereo equipment, right? I would start with something small and kind of keep an eye on it and see what you can run. That's what I did. I started with small stuff, see how long it would stay on and all that, and I just worked my way up, and then I just said, screw it, I'm gonna max this puppy out, and I was able to get 106%. I don't remember what it was like 2700 plus. It's in one of my videos. I did that live stream, live test or whatever, and I pulled 72 amps out of that thing. It was awesome. Keep up the good work, mate. It's hard to run a YouTube channel. It is hard to run a YouTube channel and work. That's it. I haven't uploaded in more than a month, but I'm coming back soon, hopefully. Yeah, it's been at least, what, like 2 weeks for me, I think, which is a long time. I try to do it. I try to do many videos a week if I can, but it is the wintertime. It's tough. A lot tougher than summertime. That's for sure. Mine is 12 volt 3S, 371p. Now what are you running with that monster? And I think yours are all in one single packs too, aren't they, Fernando? Or is that another? There's another. I think it is you. I think you do have those big ass packs. I guess 2500 milliamp each on my 14p. Were you able to get all of those batteries out of those little packs? I am Dutch, so it doesn't matter. What up, Hans Klaas? Keep. Whoop. Uh oh. Where'd it go? I lost it. Yep, I lost it. I don't know where I went. I lost it. Alright, I'm going to come down a little bit here. I rewatch live streams. Yep, I do all the time. I generally catch live streams as a rewatch. Yeah, most of them I do, because it seems like most of the people that I watch are overseas or I'm at work. So, yeah, I don't get to see many actual live streams. Most of them are rewatching. Let's see. Chrome makes a viewer or whatever. Hopefully, yeah, I'm definitely late. Love the Patreon system, but yeah, it's not cheap for around 800 CAD-ish. That's Canadian, right? I wish there was some cheaper unit for not rich people. You know what? I am not rich whatsoever. I kind of depend on pretty much all of you YouTubers out there for watching my videos and or donating. And of course, if I fix a TV, that's how I get my cash to do all of my hobby stuff, because I mean, I make just enough to take care of our property, if you will, our house, all the bills and food, basically everything. I pay for everything from the job. That pays for all my housing crap, and then all of my hobby stuff comes from all of this down here. So I am not rich whatsoever, but I would totally, I would spend the money to get the Batrium. I really would. I really would. Haven't had a chance to do that SMK solar charge controller video with the software not working yet. Been busy as just wanting some holders for some cells to arrive. Yep. Where are you getting those from? Worth every penny for sure. It is. Wish my wish my Watchmon 4 would show up. Oh, I just hit the wrong button. Yeah, and you know, I mean, he's working on it. I know he is. with the APC, can you make it not turn your computer off? Yes, you can, Pufferfish. You have to basically unplug your computer from it. That's pretty much how what I figured out, because if I did have any of the, because I found that out whenever I first started doing the UPS thing, if I did have the computer in it and I was trying to do any sort of see how far down it's going to go, it would shut everything off. Everything would shut off. And it was basically because of the computer. So yeah, unless if you can have another like laptop or another computer with Linux on it, you can use Nut. You can log into it with that, and that won't shut off your computer that I know of. That's what I also used during that live stream. But if you use like the software that you're supposed to use for the APC UPS, yeah, I think it'll shut the computer off. Sigh. The power over Ethernet circuit in these IP phones is not powerful enough to run the fan on my DC load. Really? It's that weak? How big is the fan though? So I need to change some other things besides the transformer. Joe, Afterburner, please get more speed. I have messed with the Afterburner, but remember, these are the cards that I'm using they're 4 gig RX 560s. Only one of the video cards I have has the external plug. All of the other ones are powered from the risers. So I do want to play with the settings more. I think I can get them up a little bit higher, but if I try to match the settings from the powered card, they don't go up very high if I try to use the same settings. So I do have to play around with it more, pretty much. Yeah. And okay, so all of this mining rig stuff has also been paid for from working on cars on the weekends and selling random crap over there. That's it. That's it. All of it. All of it has came from random crap and working on cars, which is awesome. It's amazing how sometimes you want to really do something and you don't have any money, but sometimes you want to do something and then there's money, which is awesome. And I know most of you probably aren't into the mining thing, but it's pretty awesome. You don't really have to do anything except for mess around with the settings, which is awesome. Where am I at? Super Brain, you would only have a problem with amperage. That's easy in theory. If you have a power injector, then all you have to do is up the amperage on one of those and look at that. You could use 24 or 48 volt from a PoE injector, which I know what PoE stands for, and that's very recent when I found out what that meant. With the amperage to spin a fan, I'm mining Virium on the Raspberry Pi. Got 5 of them. Okay, so with the Pi, is it very fast at all? I mean, I know they have like little mining, you know, like a little stack of like 5 Pis mining. I forget what they call it, but are those very fast? What's up there, Andy? I'm half asleep, but just listening in. Just sent you a mail with a pic of how I did my cells and what I use them for. Okay, can I still select stuff? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna check my mail here and see what we got. I think a couple of people said they just emailed me. Oh, okay, yeah, we got the Foundry stuff. And hold on for the battery pictures. I'm gonna open this up here and let me go to the actual screen only. Alright, so this is Andy's batteries that he is doing. Okay, so yeah, that would be a great way to do your fuses. I did something almost exactly like this for my wind generators that I do. Yeah, that's a perfect way to do it. Especially if you're doing like smaller packs like this. I mean, yeah, I would do this any day of the week. That's awesome. That's awesome. Totally. I would totally do that. And what were the other pictures? We got some solar panels. Oh, I guess I could just go back to the screenshot. I know, I'm not very good at this whole screenshot thing here. We got some solar panels here. And what else do we have? Oh, we got an electric bike back there, and here is his electric bike. Nice! Sweet! That's a big ass bag. What do you got in there? You got your battery? You got an extra battery pack in there? You got all kinds of stuff in here. Holy crap. And those are like little 12-volt lights up there? Like M11 or whatever they're called? Socket? Huh. So that's Andy's stuff right there. And he is over in Budapest, cruising around on his little electric bike and charging his batteries with his solar panels. That's pretty sweet. My PoE switch is 30 watt capable per port, but the 48 to 12 volt, used to be 3.3 and 5 switch mode power supply just won't allow much power out, as it has overcurrent protection. Damn, that sucks. Jack Richard did it. Oh, using the Tesla BMS. There you go. There you go. Oh, okay. Yep, got a thumbs up on there. See, I'm already slow. You guys are on top of it. That's the number of cells there. I thought 120p would be enough, but I guess it depends on what you're running. It totally depends on what you're running and how long you want to run it for. Mine is the meter packs 3 bricks of 371 cells. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. Those are some big ass packs. None of us are rich. That's true. Well, I guess if you are, you might not be watching my channel. But I could be wrong. Yeah, it depends. You should test. You should definitely test. Finally, I found a 100 watt 36 volt LED step-up voltage controller for solar powered LED. There you go. And I never emailed you, did I? Nope, I sure didn't. You know why? Because I was having some fucking, sorry my language, major computer problems this last week. Secret squirrel. Totally secret squirrel. PCI slots max out at 75 watts. And I think that's all these video cards are, is 75 watts, if I remember right. Oh, James Lane, big hello from Phoenix. Just joined in the live stream. Good to see you again. You too there, buddy. Oh, where'd my mouse go? I lost it. Alright. I'm not sure why. Okay, is everything fine? Is the video and all that stuff still fine, you know, and all that kind of good stuff? I know I keep forgetting to ask. Adrian from Jamaica signing out. Thank you for hanging out, man. I do appreciate it. Come back, well, hopefully next Friday or any other Friday after that, unless I'm not here or I'm sick or something. But thanks for coming out, and hope to see you again. I'm in Phoenix also. Got any solar panels set up in the Valley of the Sun? Yeah, I don't. I need to get some more solar panels. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm saving up for some solar panels. And it's going slow, by the way. About an average of 1,500 with 5 P... Oh, okay. Hash with 5 pies. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right, that's right. Yep, and I follow you on Instagram, of course, too. HM, I'm not sure what HM is. Hash a minute? Hash a minute, right? Hash a minute? Oh, Kevin Spiely? I'm the murderer of names, you know that, right? Hey Joe, finally caught a live stream. My 3 mining rigs are still getting 91 mega hash. Alright, so my total mega hash is 71 right now, and that's 5 of these cards. pretty much. I think that's not too bad. Oh, okay, so in my daily average, what I make a day is basically $1 per card. That's like average, but here lately it's been like $1.10, maybe a little bit more per card. So this morning I checked it and it was at like almost $6. It was like $5.82 or something like that for my daily mining payout. And I'm still doing it on Dwarf Pool, right? Dwarf Pool? Yeah. And their minimum is 0.5 Ethereum, and lately that's been around $40 to $42 or something like that. So yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Oh, and if you want to know how many watts I'm pulling with these two computers, if anybody cares right now, it is 676 watts. I don't have a camera over there, so I can't show you, but I don't know if that's good or bad. I really actually want to get a new motherboard so I can put all the cards on one board so I can get rid of the extra computer so I can be a little bit more efficient if I can. Send me an email. We can talk about our systems and be gay together. I'm just kidding. I just had to say it because people say that at work, so I have to say it also. No, the Pi is not fast, but it can give you experience in parallel processing and networks through. For 30 bucks, it's not bad. I don't think that's bad at all, actually. The pack is for the oh, okay, I got you. The big ass pack for the solar panels. Split 100 amp HXT connectors on the end of the cell wires. 10 gauge or 10 AUG, so can string them together easily and double up, etc. Yep, only way to go. Big pack on the ground contained for the solar panels folded up. Now, do you carry all of that stuff with you? My broke ass watching this video. Yep, see, we're all broke here. Video is good. Thank you very much. 3 kilowatt of batteries on that bike. Did 220 miles in a weekend with it last year. Pic taken en route. Damn. That's awesome. 220 miles? Jesus. In a weekend. So, get your Brock ass out and pick up aluminum cans, salvage copper, make jewelry or any other second, third thing. There's some more beeping. Get more money. You know what? That's I don't grab cans or anything. I did try that one time and I didn't get very much for it, so I quit doing it. And the frickin' bag spilled in the back of I had a Tahoe then, 95 Tahoe, and the frickin' bag like mysteriously had a hole in it and leaked all that nasty whatever people put in their cans when they're done, leaked in the back of my Tahoe, and I was done. Never did it again. I do have a copper bin over there that I throw everything copper in. I could melt that down, and I don't know how much I get for it, but I usually use a lot of that copper for random projects. Try solo mining. You will do much better. So how do I solo mine? I guess I have never looked for that. How many video cards are you using in your mining rig? Okay, so TC Dixon, I can probably show you. I've got 5 cards total, but one rig right here has 4 in it. Let me see if I can move the camera, if it'll let me. If anybody cares. I know some people do and some people don't, so that's why I say that all the time. I don't know if the camera's going to show it or not, but it might. Let's see. Where is it? Work area. You can kind of see it back down there. There's not much light over there at all, but I made all of this out of scrap aluminum that I had, which I do have a video which is not completely edited yet of me making this out of random crap. And of course I didn't have any like self-tapping screws. I can't find them, so I just riveted it all together. It works. I I do have a different motherboard down here from the last mining video. The other mining video, I think it was a gigabyte board, and I was only able to get I could only mine with 3 cards at that time, and then my recycler had this board and he gave it to me. He wasn't sure if it actually worked or not. I'm able to do 5 on here. I do have 1 open slot, which I could technically take the video card out of that one and put it on here, but I'm still waiting on a little 4-pack of risers. Yeah, I don't buy a crap ton of risers. I know everybody says that they always have problems with the risers, and luckily every single one of these risers I haven't had any problems with, so I bought the exact same ones from the same person, hoping that, you know, I don't have any more problems with them. So I only buy just enough risers, basically, to as many as I need. I know a lot of people buy a whole bunch of extra risers because they have problems, but broke ass, so I only afford what I can. Yep. And the only thing I've paid for down there is the video cards. Everything else I did not pay for. I don't think there's one thing down there that I paid for. Well, technically I bought the power supply because I'm going to build a little forge or foundry for my recycler. So if you want to call it, I paid for the power supply. Yeah. That's that. So I do want to order one. I want to do this whole mining rig with the exact same cards, and that one that has 4 on it right now has an Asus card, and that one doesn't always mine as fast as the gigabyte cards because it only has 896 stream processors, and the gigabyte cards have it's like 1124 or something like that. So they go a little bit faster. So I might sell the Asus card. I don't know. I might, because I want to put all the exact same card in this little mining rig. So it's, I don't know. Maybe I'll put the Asus card in the other computer or something. I don't know. There's too many options. But if I sell the Asus card and if I could get what I paid for it, then I could buy another gigabyte card, which would be cool. I don't know if people want used video cards. I mean, it's only what, like a month old, and it does fine. It doesn't have any errors or anything like that. It's just not as fast. It's like 1 megahash slower. That's it. I mean, is it worth keeping or selling for 1 megahash? I don't know. I got my kilowatt meter in the mail. Nice, Kevin. I'll let you know how much power I'm pulling with my computers. Yes, I do want to hear what people are pulling. HS where? See you the next one. Bye, man. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out, man. But it's 2:30 a.m. here in the Great White North. I'm off to bed. My boy has soccer tomorrow morning. Cheers. Gotta do a freebie Friday. You know, and maybe I will. Rivets are good. It'll be nice to see the mining rig videos when they are finished. I do. I have a couple videos that I need to edit. And I mean, basically like my journey, if you will. Even though I already have 5 cards down here and everybody knows it. So the videos the mining videos that I'm gonna put out, they're kind of technically behind, but I might as well throw them out there, and basically it's just my journey. Maybe people will want to watch them, I don't know. And then of course a video of me kind of throwing together this half-assed mining rig, or the frame I should say. Yep, that'll be out soon. That's it. I thought about painting it, but I was like, why even bother painting it? That's just more money. But I do have a whole bunch of cans of spray paint over there, so I could technically paint it. Where am I at? What determines the maximum amount of video cards? One motherboard or CPU motherboard? I believe, I don't know. I think there's some motherboards, or maybe it's Windows. Windows 10 can maybe handle 13 video cards on one motherboard, and there might be, I know there's another motherboard that can do like like 19 or something like that, but I don't know if you can do it with Windows or if you have to do some sort of like tweaking to get that many cards to run on one motherboard. But I think it's 13 for Windows, and you just have to find the motherboard, basically a mining motherboard, for that. And that's what I'll probably get, is I'll probably just get a mining motherboard, so I don't have to worry about these other used cards. I mean, or the other used motherboards, I should say. What did I pay for the cards? Each card, actually the first the first 4 cards were $150 each. Technically the Aces card I got on sale, and it was $139, I think. But they are all on sale from Newegg, pretty much. And the Gigabyte cards, which I think are freaking awesome, even though they're only 4 gig cards, and they're not as slow as some of the other 4 gig cards. Or, I mean, they're not as fast as the other 4 gig cards. I think they're pretty rock solid, for my own opinion, since I just started this like a month and a half ago. They're $150 each, and I think they're about $170 or $69 or $179 now on Newegg, and sometimes they put them on eBay as well. I did get the 5th card. I got that one on eBay. Used, they said, pretty much brand new. I think the listing said it was like less than a month old. And I didn't even know it had the plug on it. I thought it was just a regular RX 560, the Gigabyte one. I thought it was the exact same one that I already had, so I bid on it. I got it for might be $155. And when it got here, it has the 6-pin plug on it, and I was pretty excited about that. So I looked up how much those are, and they're like $200 and something. I don't know why, but I got a $240 video card for like $155. I think is awesome, and it works awesome. That's the one that's doing the 15 mega hash with 0 errors, and it's plugged into the TV. So that one I think I can mess around with a little bit more and get more out of it. You can source Forge or the home page for what you want to mine the wallet software. You may have a mining option, or you can set up command line version and run in a command line box. Okay, I'll have to look that up, Clay. Basic is good. The PCI lanes, I can't even talk. The PCI lanes the CPU has available, that tells you what you can run. Are you using risers for the cards? Yes, I am. I am using 4 risers on this that motherboard, and you can plug your your monitor or your screen into the video card still using a riser. At least I can. I think most other people can too. It seems to be working just fine for me. And I do have one more open slot in there. Yeah, 1 open slot left. I can run 5 on there. You can get PCI. Yes, you can. 4-to-1 adapters if you use the main board. Can handle, and the software can handle it too. I have heard good and bad things about those, so I might try one of those, possibly, just to see what it will do. But I'm not ready to spend. I think they're maybe like $30. I know that's not very much, but I'm not ready to spend $30 on that quite yet. Oh, Superbrain. There, yes, I'm using 1x to 16x risers. I know there's an app to show you the lanes used. Gonna have to look tomorrow. You need at least 1 PCI Express line per card, potentially 42 cards for a very high-end motherboard, 13 to 19 for most new motherboards. There you go. The 5970 there, Clay. I have not mined with it yet, but I do have it in the computer, in this computer right now. So that was, I put it in here just like 2 days ago. It's not over there anymore. It's in the computer right now. So I am going to try to mine something with it on this computer. Because of course I don't have another riser, so I couldn't put it on the little mining rig right down there, and I can't put it in a computer because it has the the 8-pin and 6-pin plug on it. So I put it in the computer that I'm using now because it's got a 1300 watt power supply in it, and the other Thermaltake power supply over there. I got the little bag of wires that came with it. So I took out one of these guys out of this bag right here and plugged it into my computer I'm using now, so I can mine with it here. But I literally just got everything working on this computer this morning, like less than 12 hours ago. And then I had to go to work, and then I came home and you guys saw me. So I do plan on trying something with it. Maybe Monero. I'm not sure what I can do with it. How much RAM is in the 5970? It's technically two video cards in one. So it's a 2 gig card, right? It's a 2 gig card. So technically there's two 1 gig cards in it. Yeah. I don't know too much about the 5970 quite yet, but I do want to try it out in this computer. Oh, by the way, check B&H for graphics cards. B&H. What is B&H? They are selling at original low prices before the miners made the prices rise. What the hell is B&H? 1x16 slot is 16 lanes on the CPU out of like my 6850s. 40 lanes. All mining is bleeding edge. How much RAM? Oh, I already read that. 6 to 8 pin adapter is available. I have one if you need it. I got it. I got it covered unless I somehow need another one. Because the 1300 watt power supply that came with this computer only had one 8-pin plugged into the power supply, and then of course the other end's got the two 6 or 8-pin plugs on the end. There was only one external plug that came with it, so I had to steal one from this one. Let's see, where am I? I'm right here. Google B&H. I will. I'll do that on stream. Oh, on the stream. Okay, I'll Google it on the stream here. But I'm going to do it off to the side here real quick just so I can see it. Do I have to do the AND symbol? And H. Oh, B&H. Okay. Alright, I'll bring this over here if you guys wanted to see B&H. Let me get my screen only here. So this is B&H if anybody wanted to know. So let's see, we have computers. Let's see how we can find them in here, if they are in here. I don't see it yet, but I'm probably slow. What if I just type in video card? Does that work? Okay. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Alright, so this is a 4 gig card. This card would do like, this is an RX 570. I think these do, this has got 2048 stream processors. So I believe these cards right here, a minimum, will do like 23 to, I don't know, maybe 26 mega hash. This is on Ethereum. That's really all I know is Ethereum at the moment. I would totally buy one of these. I mean, I would buy anything better than what I have, but I just didn't want to save up for it. I hear a lot of people do pretty good with these 1060s, the 3 gig cards, at least on NiceHash. You could definitely do some stuff on those. $2.99. I don't know if that's a good deal. I think $379 is pretty good for these cards, if I remember. Yeah, that might be an okay deal if I remember right. This is a, where'd it go? This is a 6 gig card, so that's not too bad. $439. I don't think these prices are too bad. Okay, so my RX 560 is very similar to this, and it's only got the 896 stream processors. I would not pay $187 for it. I paid $139 for my Asus. It's not the Strix version or anything like that. It is just a regular, I think it's the overclock version if I remember right. The 1050s, I don't know too much about those, but I think some people have good things with those. Huh. I had one of these and it would not work. I was hoping it would work. I got that for free, but nothing would show up on the screen, so I gave it back. Maybe he still has it, and I'll try to work with it again. The RX 580s, there you go, the 8 gig cards. Oh, I don't even have a chat window up, do I? That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I will definitely look through there some more and see what they got. Look at Newegg prices. Oh, okay. Let me open up Newegg here. You guys want to see it on the screen as well? I can do that as well. Let me bring that guy over here. I want to minimize him. No, that's probably not a good idea to do it like that, huh? Okay, so I don't have the chat window up at the moment, so I can't see. Well, maybe I can bring it over out of the way so I can still see it. Okay, let's see. Look at Newegg prices. Oh, sorry, you don't have to. I'm just curious. No. Okay, no, you're fine. I'll look on here real quick. So I always look at the 560s. Where are you at? We'll look at those first, just because those are the ones I always get. Let's see. Okay, so these right here, they're $169 now. I was paying $149 for these cards right here. And these are the ones that I can get 14 and a half or 14.6 out of them right now. I'm really happy with these. I would maybe pay $169 for it. Maybe. It just depends. This card, oh, that's a refurbished card. This one, I don't know if I would get these either, because I think these are the 896 stream processors. Yeah, 896. So this is similar to my Asus card. I would not get those. They would be fine if you can get them cheaper than that. I wouldn't pay $160 for it though. These right here, I think, are the exact same. Technically, I think it's only got, yep, 896. So I would not pay $200 for that. Just like a couple, let's say 1 month ago, these were super cheap. So I would definitely not pay that. Let's see what else we got in here. I don't know about that yet. Let's see how many stream processors it has, if it shows. Oh wait, was that an... Oh, it's R50. Okay. I don't see it quite yet in here. I don't see it in here. But you could probably find it somewhere. But I don't think I would pay $311 for a 4 gig card, and unless it had at least the 2000, was it 34 or 43 stream processors. I don't know how much that one has, so I can't say that if that's a good price or not. The 2 gig card I would not get. Oh, here's the card. Nope, that ain't the card. Is that the card I got? This can't be the card I got. This could be the card I got, and I did not pay $246. Maybe this is like an overseas seller or something, but this card I've only been able to get successfully like 13.9, but it likes to hover around 12.5 to 13 megahash for Ethereum, and this has only got the 896 stream processors. I bought this card whenever I was trying to buy another gigabyte card, and I did not know about these stream processors at the time when I bought this. If I knew, I probably wouldn't have bought this card, but it is a fine card. It works just fine. Shrink your webcam feed into a little box in the corner, then we get to see you in a gateway and the internet. I might be able to do that. Okay, let me see here. Let me add another scene here. It's going to be a little silent for the moment. I just have to call it something. Okay, screen and mini-me. Hopefully you guys are still looking at that. Nope. Okay, so I have to... Oh wait, I might be able to add it in there. Give me 1 second. I just have to remember how to do it. Okay, let me put me like down in the corner. Like right down here. See, now you can see the edge of my screen because it's such a wide angle screen. But maybe if I go like this. How about that? Will that work? Is that working for you guys? So the chat is not on the screen for you guys, but okay, sorry. We'll get back to, hopefully this is working. Somebody maybe throw in a little text in there to let me know if the screen and me in the little corner is working. I might even be able to scoot that over just a hair more. How about that? That work? I think that'll work. Okay. I know we kind of got off subject here, but these are all those cards, and if anybody wants like 570s, which I don't know much about because I don't have any, but I hear the 570s are just freaking awesome. They do great, you know, for being, some of them are even 4 gig cards, and they just smash it basically. These cards were on sale. Nope, not those ones. They had the 4 gig cards on sale a while back. I do. I check Newegg all the time for their prices because eventually I do want to get some 8 gig cards. It'll just take me a while to get them. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on a lot of the video cards. For some reason I used to be an Nvidia card lover. But for the mining thing, I think I am a Radeon lover at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. What else do you guys want to see on here? I don't know too much about the prices. Oh, I was going to look up the... Okay, so here's one card I hear is horrible, which is the Gigabyte Aorus. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I hear that these cards are not very good. I think they kind of crap out. I want to say that these cards have maybe even some sort of like liquid cooling in them or something. I could be wrong on that again. Does it have more pictures? There was a card that I thought it was this one that the like the pipes inside the heatsink are like they have some sort of like oil or liquid cooling in them and they like burst open. So I would definitely not get this card. And it's out of stock anyway, so hooray for you guys. That is good. Yep. Yep. More of those. Why do you want the 8 gig cards? Meow. A lot of these 8 gig cards, let me just find an 8 gig card here. And this, okay, this is only what I've gathered. Since I've only been doing this for a little over a month and a half. The 8 gig cards, where are they at? You're looking for like the, well, more gigs, but you're looking for the stream processors, and basically I learned that from Clay, the one that sent me this the video card that's in my computer right now. He was telling me about the stream processors right here, and this is like it allows you to hash more, basically, and faster. More better, more gooder. So 8 gigs and your stream processors is what you're looking for, as of what I gather. So the 8 gig cards are kind of like at the top right now. I think there is some 11 gig cards, but I don't know if they're that much better yet. So the 8 gig cards rule right now, and some 4 gig cards that have almost the same amount of stream processors. That's what I've gathered, and maybe somebody in here that has mined more than me would know that a little bit better. So yeah, that is that. And let me get my stuff back in order here so I can read some stuff here. It's old but powerful. Yep, I hope so. I hope it can frickin' make me some money. Components. You should see the video cards that I'm mining with. All 4 video cards need 6-pin and 8-pin. Did you plug in your watt meter yet? I wanna hear. Unless you're gonna let it keep mining until, okay. So next time, if you're in here again, I want to know how much you're pulling from the wall. I'm still pulling 675 and 672. So yeah. Oh, I purchased what was supposed to be GTX 964 gigs. Now I have them to find out they are GTX 474 gigs, and I only paid $35 a piece with free shipping. I guess you get what you pay for. How did you think you were gonna get the 960s and get 470s, or did you just kind of do what I did and hit buy now with my Asus card? Shrink your whip. Oh, I already read that part. Are you using OBS? So easy. Yeah, I am using OBS. I just didn't want the black screen to show up for very long. 1 streaming processor cell per instance of hash faster is better. More memory only go for certain coins, right? And basically certain video cards are better for certain coins, and it is the way that the I'm probably gonna murder the way it is, but it's like the way that the coin or the blocks, the blockchain or whatever is put together. Certain coins are better for video cards. Like there's probably something that's way better with my video cards. I just wanted to mine Ethereum, pretty much. A lot of people still use NiceHash and do pretty good on there. Must read carefully. I'll email you once I hook up the kilowatt meter and get some numbers. Yes, definitely do. And if you don't know where my email is, it's on my YouTube page, About Me section. Hey, I have the Corsair power supplies. I don't have Corsair. I thought I did, but I don't. That have the intelligence in them to monitor voltage, current, and efficiency. How the hell does it do that? Must read carefully. Product was labeled as GTX 960. Now I know that's not correct. Not buying them again for my loss. Damn. But I guess if you did not pay very much for them, that's not too bad. GTX 9s. Oh, what was it? What was it? It was a 470 gigabyte. Now, can you do anything with that? Can you do anything with that card? Since I haven't looked it up yet. I don't know. I probably lost. Hopefully my stuff is still going good here. Okay. So yeah. And I'm not only doing the mining thing. That was like a hurry up and let's get mining, and then it just sits there. So now I can do all my other projects. Yes, the 470 can mine about 20 megahash. There you go. That's not bad at all. And is that like BIOS modded or anything like that? Tell eBay you may get your money back. That is true. If you you can hit the item not in this whatever it is. It's like basically where they didn't describe it correctly. You can send it back, and they have to pay for it. They have voltage and current sensors on the mains input. Oh damn. And all the outputs. Not very precise. It goes in 8-watt steps. Yeah, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Then it plugs into via USB. Damn, nice. I'm about to head out soon. It's 7 p.m. here, Saturday, so I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hey man, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out and listening to me ramble on about everything. Not from eBay, was from China, and yes, BIOS mods. Okay. So, like 2 months ago, we'll say right in, well, it's March already. So in January, I was trying to get some stuff from Banggood. I was trying to get them to do like a mining rig, let me do a mining rig video. And their video cards were super cheap, and I was going to buy some of those as well. Basically, I was going to buy the 560s, and they had the RX 580s there, the 8 gig cards. And they were cheap. And when I was trying to get the mining rig, you know, trying to coordinate that basically, they said they couldn't send out video cards because they were in the middle of upping the prices and stuff like that. And I don't know if they're technically allowed to send out video cards, and it's probably because of the mining. But the RX 580 that I was going to buy is like, they're asking, it's kind of even more ridiculous, because you can buy an RX 580 a lot cheaper than Banggood. They want like $888, and even for like a GTX 1070 Ti, they want like $900 something, which I don't know too many people that would buy that, because you can get those cards cheaper from like Newegg or something, or eBay. Crazy. Item not as described. There you go. And then return it unless you're kind of happy with the card. Yep. So what else? What else do you guys want to know? What other questions do you have? Anything you want to see on any of the other computers I have? Any settings that I have for mining rigs or the Baytrim? I can maybe show any of that stuff, I think. Yeah, I don't know. But let's see. We've been on here for 2 hours and 3 minutes. And I haven't peed yet. Alright, Kevin. You have a good night, and I do appreciate you guys appreciate you for coming out and hanging out for as long as you did. And we'll catch you on the next one. And make sure you send me an email. Solar stats. Let's see. Can I do that? Let's see. Hold on. Let me I don't know if my if that software is up and running. That software is not up and running, and if it's not up and running, I don't think it's going to say anything. But let me open up the MPPP tracker and see if there's any info in here that I could show you. I'll do it off screen, so if there's... Hey James Lane, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, yeah, well, my MPP tracker software is not going to connect because I don't have any power coming in. So it's not going to show me anything right over here. So if I could do like a live stream like during the day, if I could do a live stream during the daytime, I could definitely show that. But if my batteries are down a little bit lower, let me minimize that. And bring that back up. Oh, it's not even on screen, sorry. If my batteries are down, like let's say like 3.5 or 6, and it's during the daytime, I will see over 1,000 watts. Technically I've got the 1,400 watts, but in the wintertime, and the angle of my roof is horrible, so yeah, I only see about 1,000 plus watts right now in the winter. So I'm kind of interested to see what it's going to be like in the summertime, because I kind of got the solar panels hooked up on the roof kind of towards the end of summer, and I didn't use the Powerwall much at that time because it was so new, you know, and you're just still trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, so yeah, I don't have any solar stats for you, but maybe I'll leave the tracker software on, and then maybe we can get some stats out of there sometime. Back to the Powerwall stuff. What about the dangers of having the batteries not isolated from the mains, like most UPSs are? What about the dangers of having the batteries not isolated from the mains like UPSs are? Everything is isolated from the mains. Mine is right now. Okay, so right now, over there, how I plugged my refrigerator in, I don't recommend it for anybody, which is my disclaimer. So what I did is I just unhooked from okay, so we have the power wires from the electric wires coming from my refrigerator goes down into my circuit breaker box, and then from there I go through the circuit breaker, and then off of that side I have pretty much an extension cord end, you know, the male end, if you will. And I have that hanging out of my electrical box over there, and I plug that into either the Powerwall, so it's completely separate, or if the Powerwall is empty, I plug it into another outlet that's right over there. So yeah, that's what I do for right now until I can run kind of like an external circuit breaker box where I can, and a transfer switch, and I can just transfer it over back and forth. So I usually only use it for my refrigerator right now, and that's because I don't have a whole lot of solar to keep up with everything. So for the moment, I just changed it over so I could recharge all more batteries, so I can put them back into the Powerwall whenever they're done. It's almost like a suicide cable, yes, but it's not live since it's connected directly to my refrigerator. And my refrigerator doesn't put out any power that I'm aware of. So, yeah, it's very, very similar to, it's pretty much a suicide cable, but there's no power. I need 9 kilowatt for my ASIC miners. damn, 9 kilowatt. That is freaking ridiculous. Yeah, I only have 1 kilowatt right now. I've got 6 panels total. They're 235 watt panels, and 3 of them are in series, and then they're in parallel. So it's a 3S 2P, and I think it's roughly 1400 watts. If it was full power, if it could do that. I don't know if it'll do that. Hey, they go with the suede. Were you trying to say suicide doors? Oh, let me see. I think I missed a couple. Where's my mouse go? There it is. Are you running your miner from my solar panels? Not at this current moment, but I could run it for without sun. You know, like if I just plugged it in at night. I'm pulling 600. Well, now it's at 668, 673. I could run that for maybe 12 hours, and then it would shut off. That's with no solar coming in. With the Powerwall right now, I could maybe run that for 12 hours. Maybe that'll be a test. I could try it. But at the beginning, I was thinking I was going to be able to run a lot of this stuff from it, because I only had the one card, and it was only 120 watts, which is similar to my refrigerator. I could run that for almost a week with some random sun. But now that I've got 5 cards in there, I'm definitely not. I could probably do it for maybe, yeah, and I don't know. It might be a video. Might be a video test for that to see. But I definitely need more solar. So I'm saving up for more solar, but that part is going slow right now. Now I just need the random vehicle work on the weekends so I can get solar faster. Is anybody else a weed person? If I didn't have a government job, yes, I would. Because I do think it would definitely help with my back pain issues. Yeah. There's a double ganger. Okay, this is something I'm going to do a video on, sort of as a follow-up on my efficiency live stream. Okay, I think you've been doing your live stream when I'm not around either, I believe. Not a cop. He's not a cop. And it wouldn't matter if you were a cop anyway, because it's legal. Well, I'm in the United States, so it's legal in some areas, so. And it wouldn't matter anyway. Suicide cable I just read. Joe, why you do not have the days kilowatt charge discharge on your Batrium dashboard? It is very handy. I have not done it yet, which I could probably do. I actually should do that. I should do that. I will do that. Joe, let's say I get $1,500. What should I buy for this massive Powerwall project I like? You could definitely, if you're going to use that UPS, that's very, very similar to mine. If it's a 2700 watt, that's what I'm using. You should definitely get a charge controller. Get one that you're able to log into so you can change the settings, because otherwise you might have some charging issues. I'm using the PCM 60X. If you go to one of my videos, I have an affiliate link down there, and if you use that, it would be awesome. They're like $210. They are 60 amps. I don't have a problem with it at all right now. And then I would probably buy solar. Whatever you got left, spend it in solar. But I don't know. I don't know if you have like any material for like bus bars or anything like that. You know, cabling or connectors to each battery for the series connection. I don't know everything that you have right now, but yeah, there's a lot you can buy with $1,500. A lot you could buy. I have not spent $1,500 on my, not including the solar. If you count the solar, then yes. But my batteries that I'm using, I've spent maybe, I think it's maybe less than $400 on my batteries. Because at the very beginning, I was having not very much luck at all. So I was buying any random laptop battery I could buy, and they were kind of expensive at that time. And then a few months later, I was able to get 100 pounds for $1.25 a pound, and I think I got like 140 batteries or something like that. I have a video on that. It's like my second or third Powerwall video, and all I'm doing is counting 100 pounds of batteries. I don't remember how many it was, but a lot of those batteries, I think in that video, were new old stock. Whenever I went to the recycle center, they were all still wrapped in their plastic wrap that they come in. So I got really lucky on that. So I had $100 there, and then there was another computer repair shop that I bought 100 pounds for at $1 a pound. I got some good sells out of there. It was probably, we'll say, like 75% good sales out of there. So that's $200 so far. I don't know how many batteries that is yet. And then I bought $50 worth of batteries from my recycler that I get all my free stuff from. That was the initial buy-in, I guess, if you will. And I kept bugging him, you know, for more batteries. And then he had to do something. He was trying to, I think he was trying to get some laptops up for sale, for resale, I should say. And I helped him set up a whole bunch of them. And then ever since then, we started becoming a little bit more friends. And I went down there like every week, seriously, every week, just to look through all the crap that he has. And then he was like, "I'll pay you, you know, for your computer work." And I'm like, "I don't need any money. You know, I'll trade you in batteries." And then he was like, "Okay." So he started giving me free batteries from then on out. So I really think I spent less than $400 on batteries. And then I didn't buy any of the connectors, the Anderson connectors, because those came from him as well. Those were all free for me. Those were all from the UPS, the server, the big ones. Let's see, what else? Oh, I did buy my the PVC pipe that I'm using for my cell holders. Those were like a couple of bucks for a 10-foot roll, or a 10-foot section, and I could get, if I was paying attention or not, and my little stop didn't move, I think I could get like 300 pieces out of there. It might have been like 350, which would be like a pack and a half of 100p. So total for my cell holders, I think I spent less than 60 bucks, including super glue. So what is that? We'll say that is like $450 that I'm up to so far. And then I had a big roll of the 12 gauge Romex wire, which I did pay for whenever I was rewiring something else in my house. I think it was my kitchen remodel. I had a 200-foot roll of that 12 gauge, and I don't remember how much I paid for it, and that was way back in like 2008 or 9 is whenever I did our kitchen remodel. So I had that big roll left over. I don't know how much it is, so I can't count it in there yet, but we'll say it was 75 bucks. I don't know. And so I bought that. trying to think of what else I bought. I didn't buy the UPS. I got that for free. I didn't buy the server rack that it's in. My recycler gave me that as well. The Batrium, I bought the Batrium. I paid 600 and maybe like 25-ish. So that's $1,000, we'll say. We're at, roughly. And then I bought my solar panels, if you want to count all that in there. And I bought 6, and they were $100 each. So that's, we'll say, roughly $1,600 that I've put into my system so far. Does that sound about right? I got pretty lucky with my recycler. He's just the coolest dude around. Seriously, coolest dude ever. Alright, oh, I can for sure at least, or sure attest to weed helping with my back pain. Oh, good. I just hit my bong and don't have back pain. Boom! I'm curious how your dad's setup is going. I haven't seen any new update on his battery bank setup. He hasn't done any videos, but he still uses it every day, and he's using I think he's using two little tiny 5 amp lithium ion charge controllers, and he has it set to shut off at 12.6, so all of his batteries are going up to full charge of 4.2, and his low end is what, 3? I don't know how far his inverter goes down to, but he uses it every day, pretty much every day. I don't think, he hasn't told me about any problems whatsoever with it, and I keep asking him about videos, and he's working on a lot of his Raspberry Pi stuff right now. He's super interested in that, which I don't know why he's not making videos of that either, because he's retired and he can do whatever he wants all day long. I'm jealous. But I'll get on him about making a video. Are you a subscriber there, Dixon? If you are, you should send them random messages saying, when's your next update video? We should all do that. Well, I meant $1,500 for everything you think, for like charge controller, solar, blah blah blah, you get it. Sweet equity is good. Furry is good. My mouse was in the way. ADY, Addy, what is up? What kind of questions do you have? What's the temperature and weather conditions in your location? Just because I'm curious. We're supposed to get, I think, some snow on Monday again, which is fine. I just wish it would snow a lot so I don't have to go to work. And then maybe I could get a video out. That would be awesome. How many kilowatt in solar and Powerwall do you plan to have eventually? By the way, I really like your videos. My favorite 18650 Powerwall series and design. Thank you, Brian Carter. Alright, so eventually I would really like to be off-grid. Of course, I think I would probably still have the grid connection there for... I want the grid to be my emergency. It's going to take me a while to get there. I could definitely be more efficient at my house, but I need to insulate desperately, and I need to change some, windows. I need to change some windows, and my back, like, patio window is, there's 4 panes of glass, and they're not 8 foot tall, but they're 4 foot wide by, you know, like, what is 79 inches or whatever is. Well, maybe they're not 79 inches, but they're 4 foot wide by taller than me. Alright, and the 2 center ones open up, so, and that's all single pane glass. That should technically be my next purchase, but it's going to cost a lot just to change that. But I mean, I know I'll make it up in my bills, because I think that back window, it's single pane glass, and it leaks like you wouldn't believe. And I think I showed you guys pictures of, there was like an inch of ice buildup on the bottom of it. Like, it gets so bad I can't even open the door. It freezes itself shut. It's bad. I forgot what I was even talking about. Oh yeah, so what I would like to do is have the grid as a backup and be as much off-grid as I can. That's what the plan would be. I'd love to fill up my entire roof with solar panels. I don't have the best angled roof at all. I think they almost consider it a flat roof. But I'm not going to build some extravagant contraption, you know, to try to collect as much sun as I can. I'm just going to throw the panels on the roof and call it a day, for the most part, I think. I would put the solar panels on my southern end of my house or anywhere in my yard, you know, and have like a yard solar panel array, but we've got a lot of trees in my yard, old big trees, and my neighbor's house has a lot of huge trees, and they're all south of me, so my best chance is either in the front yard. That would be funny though. I could do it in my front yard because I pretty much live in the ghetto. Not the worst part of the ghetto, but kind of in the ghetto. I can pretty much do whatever I want down here. Which was one of the reasons why we bought this house, because it was a ranch. I didn't want a lot of stairs. We had a huge driveway, so I can park cars there because I am a car person or truck person or vehicle person. I'm a boat person. We do have a boat, so I wanted a place to park our boat. We wanted a big house so we could, you know, have a big family, and then we just haven't had a big family. We just have cats now. I'm starting to ramble, I think, again. But yeah, I definitely need to insulate my house. Big time. It's a 1952 or 4, the year of the house, and when they insulated it back then, it's almost like wax paper with cotton balls, you know, glued to it. And, you know, it's like 60 years later, all the cotton balls fell off the wax paper, and they're all at the bottom of in between each 2x4. You know, they all fell at the bottom, and it's like that thick at the bottom. So it's just exterior wall and then our interior wall. It's bad, and the only walls that are insulated are our kitchen, since I redid it from the floor. Almost floor joist to all the 2x4s and the ceiling, you know. Everything in there is insulated like a mofo. And then we have one little like side room off the kitchen that is insulated as well. And what's funny is that is on the north side of my house. It's technically the most insulated, and it's the coldest part of my house. Oh, here comes Horace. Hey, buddy. It's 3:30. He's telling me it's almost time for bed. You want to come and say hi, buddy? He might come over and say hi. I can move this camera over here too, maybe. Yeah, it's about time for bed, huh? There he is. So there's my cat, Horace. He's the one that's in most of my well, not most of them, but a lot of them. Let's see, where am I at for the... Oh, sweat equity is good. Yep, I think I said sweet equity earlier. You're stepping on all the keys, dude. By the way, oh yeah, and thank you again for watching my videos and thinking that they're great and stuff. I do put a lot of effort in those videos. Some of them can go pretty quick and easy, but most of them, I mean, I try to edit it. I try to cut out all the blank spaces, and you know, so I can get as much information in the video as I can. And yeah, I put a lot of effort in the video, so I do appreciate it, and I thank you very much. I'm building a battery to power my dad's 700 watt LED veggie room. Oh, for 30 hours. There you go. Oh yeah, you are. You're over there you're in Hawaii, right? Is that where you're at? Oh, and Addie's in Derby, England. Very cold and snowy. How much snow do you have? We're supposed to get snow. I totally am. He pretty much got me going on making my own power banks. I'm making it a mission to get all my cells for $0. Have to do a lot of running around with the e-bike. Cost virtually nothing to run. Yeah, that's the way to go. I'm trying to do it as little as possible and spend the money where it's needed. And the Baytrim is one of those. I think the Baytrim is really the best investment I've made in this so far. You can trim the limbs that come over your property line. Yes, you are correct, but which I do, because he never cuts his freaking grass. And all the crap grows through the fence. It kind of pisses me off royally every year. So yeah, I definitely do trim the stuff that comes over into my property. I mean, he's not a bad dude. It's his grandma's house, and he just doesn't do anything. You know. We don't have any covenants down here, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to come down here, because I wanted to do pretty much whatever I wanted to do. What sucks about that is other people can do whatever they want to do, and then their property shows it. I take care of my property, and it's a pretty decent house. But the trees are really old, and they're really tall. And his backyard almost has like a mini forest in it. So yeah. Yes, LOL at that installation. Drill holes at the top between the 2x4s and blow in insulation and patch holes. That's probably what I'm going to do, actually. We do have most of the windows, actually all the windows are replaced on our north side. And we did it that way because, well, we first started with the kitchen, and then we went kind of around to the west side of the house, but we started with the north side because in the wintertime the north wind is ridiculous, so that's where we started. And we still have, like, I don't know, at least 12 to 13 single pane windows in bedrooms and stuff that we do have to replace still. But 2 of the bedrooms we closed the door and barely open the vent in there just to keep it kind of warm-ish. Just so it doesn't get like ice cold in there. Joe, ever heard of RBP 4000S LED? I have not heard of it, but I could write it down and look it up when I can. I'll write it down. Yeah, I'm still alive, which is amazing because I'm starting to get tired again. RBP-4000 S-LED. I will look that up. You're doing a great job watching all your videos. Some I've watched multiple times. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. So speaking of the solar video, that guy was pissed. Oh, thank you there, Wim, for reminding me. I always forget about that. You know what? He's actually a pretty cool dude. He comes in here occasionally and chats, and he makes fun of himself in some of the comments now as well. Yeah, he turned out to be a pretty cool dude. Hey Joe, if you got a partial shading, then you gotta add bypass diodes to the panels. Right. I think it was you that sent me that web page, right, with all the blocking and bypass diodes. Of course, I know the panels do have diodes. I would imagine they would just be the blocking diodes. I don't know if they're the bypass diodes, so I might have to add those bypass diodes as well. And I do have some of those, the MC4 diodes, you know, that are all connected in one type of thing, in my Amazon list and my eBay list, just in case I do end up buying them. I have to look up my panels to make sure that they don't already have them. I no longer worry about cutting the grass. I let the deer look after it. You know what? You can do that in Wyoming too. Habitat for Humanity's store cheap for new windows. Yes, they are. We do have some of those Habitat for Humanity. We do have one of those stores that I know of, and what I've heard about that store is there's people waiting there for like the drop-offs or however they work their system. And they take a lot of the good items and take it to their own like thrift store and sell it out of there. So yeah, I hear a lot of people do that for Craigslist as well. The cells are diodes and the panels have them as well. Yeah, I know the panels do have the blocking diodes, and I don't remember if they do have the bypass diodes. Alright, you guys, it is 3:37 a.m. and I'm starting to get pretty tired and I still got to take a shower. So I am, I'd hate to just cut it off, but I think I'm going to. I added them to my portable panels, so if someone walks in front of them, they don't completely drop off. Yeah, I guess you would definitely need them doing that. I would imagine you have a lot of people walking by. Yeah, for sure. But actually, you know what? Okay, so maybe I can set up like one of these cameras up there, and I don't have like partial shading unless it's I think just when the sun is coming up, I might get partial shading then. The rest of the day, it is completely wide open. I don't have like, like a random tree limb that the sun will pass by to partially shade the panels. It's just the trees that are like 100 yards away, maybe not that far, maybe 50 yards. In the neighbor's yard, so I don't get full sun until almost noon. I guess full sun on the panels. Well, in the wintertime, I guess you could technically get partial shading because there's no leaves on the trees, but yeah. Alright, Shannon, we'll talk to you later, man. And Cody, we'll talk to you later, too. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Okay, yeah, I need to store windows, maybe. We have a place here, it's called Window World, and they are pretty cheap windows, and I don't want to say cheap because that sounds crappy. They're almost like budget windows, but they're not, and they do like all windows are the same price no matter what. If you get like the double hung type windows, which we don't have any of, they're like $179 a piece, and that's installed. But we don't have anything double hung type of windows where you slide the windows up. All of our windows are sliders, so they're just a little bit more expensive, and we want to keep that. So I think they were around, I can't even remember. They might have only been like $280 a panel or something, or a window, something like that. I need to call them up and get a quote for the next set of windows, but we really do need to do that big time. Oh, storm windows. Storm windows would probably help out as well. Yeah, we just got, if I did one of those audits that they do on your house, to see how efficient it is for the thermal or whatever it's called, I would fail it miserably. Our house leaks everywhere, and every time I find a leak, of course I patch it with some sealant or whatever, but we just have an old house, it leaks. Bubble wrap the windows, cheap and effective. We actually do that in the single pane window rooms. We do put plastic over the windows in the wintertime to help out. Yep, ghetto rig, but it works. It helps. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here. I do appreciate everybody for hanging out and for hanging out for so long. It's 2 hours and 39 minutes, and I haven't peed yet. So Yeah, that's crazy talk. Yeah, I am wilting. I am. I'm getting tired. I am getting tired. I have not got much sleep these last week or so from... Oh, Marty Knight. Good night from Cambridge, England. Don't forget the shelf. Great vids, mate. Yes. Yes, for sure. Oh my god, the shelf. I got the stuff on there still I gotta do videos on. Oh, and I'm gonna get a PO box because some people have been sending me, you know, sending me random stuff, and I do get requests for my address, which I usually don't have a problem giving my address out if somebody wants to send something. But if it seems like there's a lot more people asking for. Joe, look up Passive House. That's a whole other channel for you. Good thought. All right, Passive House. I will look that up. As long as I can spell it. I got it written down. Let's see. Alright, Super Brian, we'll talk to you later, man. I do appreciate you hanging out. Okay, I'm actually going to say goodbye this time. So I will try to do one of these during the daytime when it's sunny, and then you guys can actually see, you know, the Batrium working. And maybe the solar power coming in and all that kind of good stuff. So I will see you guys on the next one. And again, thank you for hanging out. And if you can hit the thumbs up button, it helps with the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. So the more thumbs up that people do, it does help out for videos without, you know, for not getting like going into the banned area or whatever, the thing that everybody's been going through. I haven't had it in a while, but it does occasionally happen. So hit the thumbs up and throw a comment in there if you want, and I will see you guys on the next